Hey, hello YouTube. I'm Yasmin. I'm host of English here in Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a platform to practice languages. So it's a time that we can talk. Today we will talk at English, but here we also have German, French, Spanish, and Italian immersions. And just remember, this is not a class. I'm not a teacher. I'm a student, as you all here. And that's it. Today we are gonna talk about the role of uh, beauty standards and a quick presentation about myself. I'm Yasmin. I'm 19 years old. I work as an intern on software development, and I'm here in Talk and Talk to practice my English, my Spanish too. And if you have some interest to practice Spanish, I have immersions here of Spanish every Thursday, 6 p.m. So that's it for me. Maria, could you present yourself for us, please?
Yeah, sure. Well, my name is Marister. I am 39 years old. I live here in Cotia. It's a city next to São Paulo. I live with my boyfriend and my three cats now. One new cat adopt me. The kitty cat just appeared in my door and she chooses. And I'm here to improve my English. I am in transition career, and I like in the my big time is to go out with my friends, listen to music, and that's it.
Thank you and welcome. Elias, please present yourself.
Okay, I'm Elias. I'm 38. I live in Teresópolis. Teresópolis is a small city from Rio de Janeiro state, about 2 hours from Rio de Janeiro capital. I'm married. I have no pets because I live in a small flat. It's not a good space for having pets. I work with IT since 2008, over 16 years. On my free time, I listen to music in English in order to improve my listening skills. I usually rock music. I also watch movies. I watched the last movies, World War, War of the Worlds, the about the alien invasion. I watched just now before this immersion, and I'm also host here on Talk Talk. My immersion is on Mondays 8 a.m. and Friday 8 a.m. too.
You, Elias, I will try to participate again to your immersions.
You forget me.
It's because actually I use it to participate at 9 a.m. or 5 p.m. So it's kind of hard to participate 8 a.m. But I will try to participate again. Okay. Thank you for
Okay, I'm
sharing.
waiting for you.
Okay. Camila, please present yourself to us.
Okay, I'm Camila. I'm from Aracaju and I live here. I'm working with product design, actually. And in my free time, I like to draw and watching something. So now I started one series very good, but I forgot the name. Oh, I can remember now, but it's so good. And another immersion I try to remember. But I finished another series very good in last weekend was Agatha Hour Long. It's a Disney Plus, so it's very good series. And my favorite sport is in my free time. It's swimming. So I love swimming, and that's it, I guess.
I watched Agatha all along, I think. Was a good series. So thank you. If you have some time and some interest, it is a good series to watch. Pedrito, please present yourself.
Very well. My name is Pedrito. I'm 36 years old. I live in Santa Maria, Rio Grande do Sul. I'm working with IT as a DevOps engineer. I'm married and I have a daughter. She's 9 years old. We have two cats too. And in my free time, I like to go outside to enjoy with my family and take some course about new techs, to improve my skills. I'm here in Talk since June this year to improve my English speaking.
Thank you, Pedrito. So, Pedrito, how do you think the media influences society ideas of beauty?
Yeah, I think using the fashion, the new fashion clothes and fashion based in seasons, in moments, and these influence the stores, for example, to put uh, to buy and purchase to sell this kind of clothes. For example, like this summer, the color usually will be orange. All the stores put orange clothes in your your views to sell. Uh, I think is like this way.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Pedrito. I agree with you. I think when a famous person starts to use something, I think all of the society wants to wear the same thing. So thank you. And for you, Maria, how do you think about the media influence society's idea of beauty?
Well, I think that influenced a lot because I think that especially for we that were women, it's a little more complicated because the uh, how can I say this word, the cobrança, it's a little hard. It's hard to us to get this kind of beauty that the media sells, right? Because you have to be so perfect all the time, and your skin and your hair and your nails and your body, and it's complicated. There is a lot of women that suffers with this, with a lot of mental problems and another like anorexia or something like this. It's complicated because the weight is so important too. And it's funny because when we saw in the few years uh, the how can I say it? The idea of beauty is changed, right? It's there is a time that it's good to be fat, you know, when you see some art in I can remember the name of the artist that paints a lot of uh, bigger people, and in that time it seems that it's a good thing because you are rich to eat all this food, you know. But in our times we have to be starving, you know. You don't, you can eat. But I think the social media, it's more, how can I say, the media, it's what it's more close, but social media is more open to another diversities, another people, and in some cases it's good. I don't know, a lot of things to say. I will pass to the other.
Thank you for sharing, Maria. I agree with you. There are a lot of pressure to everything be perfect in mainly in women's. And today, nowadays, I see there are a lot of people talking about natural beauty, but is a fake natural because these people that use a natural beauty are always using makeup, using
Filter a
fake
lot,
hair,
right?
things like that. But it is, I think it's sad because they are sharing an idea, a fake idea, I think. Camila, what do you think about the second question?
Um, I guess it's a hard question because I have about things about it, and when I the same way Maria said, if we are a woman, it's more hard this expression of beauty and the correct way to act for a woman. You need to beauty, you need to take care of your beauty. So you need to do some plastic process. I don't know it's correct. Seriously, I don't know. But it's I guess we understand. Um, but I guess in this case, now it's more easy for some girls because it's more representative, the publicity and this thing. So in the last second, so 2010, for example, it's so hard to see a Black woman in the publicity. So now it's possible to see body, fat people, tall people, short people in the publicity. It's no publicity. So it's no a lot publicity, but in some case, some company, it's common now. For example, in Brazil, Natura, yes, Natura CO, it's the name of a beauty product. So now Natura have this insight of change the publicity for engagement with another bodies, another type of people. So I guess this one way to see this little bit change, but it's the more common and the focus of beauty. It's tall people. I don't know, magri. I forgot it. It's the white, blonde, and magra people. It's the default, yeah, in the whole American movies. So I guess it's very influencing our life because that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think maybe these companies that uses different people in advertisement is trying to get this image like my brand is for everyone. So I think nowadays is more common. So thank you for sharing, Camila. Maria, do you want to share something about
No,
it?
no, I was just thinking what Camila said, that it's real that these companies are changing or looks like change, but sometimes when I go to search about inside these companies, it's not so good when as as in the propaganda. I forgot, sorry, because the women still get less money. A lot of diversity people don't have maybe some gerent card, something like that. So sometimes it's just a fake, just to sell, not just exactly what the companies think or believes,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I agree with you. Sometimes it's just marketing stuffs, but it's just a surface of the company. Like in the marketing is all beautiful, all types of people, but inside the company is a bad company. There is not diversity on it, so it's really bad. Thank you for sharing, Maria. Elias, how do you think about the media influences society's ideas of beauty?
I think in media in general, not just social media, but the press in general, news, ads, in everything, in YouTube, in television, in some way, this media rule the concept of beauty. Of course, it's not true, but it becomes true because, okay, the best successful top models are in that style, in that with that body, with that I don't know, tens of hair, kind of hair, kinds of makeup. Then media in general rule, like the other said before, the companies are changing. There are more that nowadays we call representativity. Fat women, or well, like we said, with plus size or chubby, things like that in ads. But if we think a little, it's not in natural way. For example, okay, they say, let's break these prejudices, but it's very difficult to see, especially women without makeup, for example. Then I think the act of put a kind of makeup in some way rules the concept of beauty, because the society see in television, in novels, in movies, in magazines, and in social media in general, and people tend to copy that style. But most of times, media influence in a bad way, not in a good way.
Yeah, I agree with you. Even with the natural tendencies, even there is something that you have to make a surgery or to use a makeup to reach these tendencies. So I think always is a bad influence. Sometimes it's a good influence, like if a company that is really diversity inside of it and make advertisements showing that, I think is uh, sometimes is a good role, but almost all of the time is a bad role, like you say. Elias, what are some common beauty standards shown in movies, television, and magazines?
Uh, like I think Maria or Camila, I forget she said, usually tall people, um, usually white. Okay, it's not. I'm not doing any kind of punishment here. Okay, but usually in movies, in media, white, usually with um I forget the word, the hair. No, not with curly hair. So blondie with I don't know, with green or eyes that's not brown. The thing with another color of your eyes, not brown. I think the most common color of your eye, for example, is brown. But they show sometimes people like with blue eyes, green eyes, or I don't know the name, we like honey color eyes, things like that. I think this pattern is, and of course, a slim person, slim or, or thin person, this kind of with for women with curves, these kind of patterns.
Yeah, I think it's very bad because sometimes the person, the people that are shown in this media always is considered perfect, and it's very difficult to find someone that have diversity in this environment. For example, sometimes if there is a fat person, always will be a funny person, a silly, a naive person. So even with diversity, have these, I think these standards related by it. So it's really bad. Camila, before you share a little about common students on it, have you ever seen a diversity show of people in a popular show?
Yes. I in watching series, for example, or in general
I think in
series.
general, television series.
Okay. I saw more common in series from Netflix or Amazon. So, but I can remember the name of anyone. I have this problem. I have very difficult to remember the name of series. But I saw something, but it's hard to see something series with the principal character is fat people, or I never watch a series have small people, for example. So I watch one, but it's a reality show and the Jacksons, but it's specific for small people. But I don't have watch a series for passion horror movies have the small people for in the principal characters. So I guess in some type of diversity, it's about the I don't know say carimbo, but it's a species for carimbo. Carimbo for I have diverse people in my movie and show, but it's
Just like a coach, you know.
yes, it's a no principal character. It's something existing in the scenarios, you know. So I guess in the most part of series and movies, it's the more common to happen because it principal in USA it's more common the profile for characters in general and have a known for this it's Karen type the name because it's a blonde woman teen and beautiful, so this is the package for perfection. So here in Brazil, I guess some exists this profile because exists a lot of parents. So I guess that's it. It's sad because I don't see Karen with the beauty. I guess it's a plastic beauty in this case.
Yeah, thank you, Camila. And you, Pedrito, have you ever seen a media show, media program or a series that have more diversity people than in usual programs?
Yes, for sure. I think it depends about the genre of the movie, and like uh, action movies just have this kind of people, the skinny and with good appearance. But like about series like Game of Thrones, there's a lot of different kind of people, and like a dwarf, and with talk about he, for example, this actor uh, do a best work in this series and get a lot of other movies after this, and for the background in the series, for example, to the other people and is a lot of kind of different type of people.
Yeah, it's very good when we see a program that is not trying to just fulfill a quota of diversity, like just trying to put a random actor that just to fulfill a quota, but put an actor that really they really think that is good, and it's very good for them to show the real talent, n- uh, to uh, to remove prejudice like, oh, this person just get a role because is a diversity person, but this person have talent, and sometimes it's just an opportunity that they need. So it's very good. Thank you, Pedrito. And you, Maria, have you ever seen a program or a show or a series that have how can I say that? But a diversity cast on it.
Yes, actually, I was remember one that I am watching again because I already watched. It's the Orange is the New Black. It's about the jail, a woman in jail in USA, and of course the principal. It's a blonde and skinny and beautiful girl, but in the jail we know a lot of diversity of women, and I like the series. I watched it a long time, and now I am review. I think that today in the next Netflix and another streamings, we had more diversity in all shows because we had more options too, right? But just like we are saying, the principle is still continues that stereotype, women and guys white and strong, and I don't know how can I say bombard. For guys is in it's complicated too, but and when the some series or moves retreat people different, sometimes it's mean. I know this film that calls The Wild, Baleia, and I I read about it, and that's it. The fat guy, it's alone, it's dirty, it's so it's complicated. I don't know how we can tend this because we are so much more than we look in screens, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's something that is constructed by over the years, along of years. So it's very difficult. But I think every time there is little changes. So I think maybe in the future the situation will be better. I think.
As I hope it's too.
I hope too. Elias, could you choose any question for us and answer that, please?
Okay, let's go question number 4. Why do you think people often compare themselves to celebrities? In my opinion, usually celebrities are rich persons, a successful person, and people in general want to be rich and successful in life with no problems, with a good house, a good car. Then people tend to copy the habits, the life, not lifestyle, but hairstyle, makeup, some kind of clothes. I think in this way. Just a comparison in the past. In the past, I mean 40, 50 years ago. Usually the Hollywood, the actors smoke. then when in a age that people don't know that smoke is very bad for health, it can cause a lot of problems and cancer. Make people, I don't know, think beer is smoking. Then people tend to copy the actor, cause the ads, the movies show people smoking like successful people with very rich. There is I maybe you guys know the history of Marlboro's cowboy. They die with cancer, but in that occasion, people don't know that the that smoke is very bad. The cigarette is very bad, and then tends to copy successful person. I think it's about people are attracted to success, to money, to appearance, basically like that.
Yeah, it's like you have a good reference because this person have a good car, a good house. So it's like, oh, I will copy everything to have a nice car, to have a nice house, to have a good life. So I think they will always try to not just copy in the like you say, the visual aspects, but the behavior too. So sometimes it's
Yes.
bad because you even think about, like you said, about smoking. Sometimes you even think about the consequences. You just copy that without thinking about. And some years after that, you have serious problems. So it's bad. Thank you, Elias. And for you, Pedrito, what do you think people often compare themselves to celebrities? And do you have any example, practical example of something that everyone try to copy?
So I totally agree with Elias said. I about the Marlboro style, for example, I remember when I was a child, this is was a huge advertising and to in that time, and for here in Brazil, for example, uh, exist in that time a cigarette of chocolate to kids for kids, and they share this advertising about this product in TV shows with kids smoking a chocolate cigarette. And it was the greater thing in this time, but nowadays this not works. For example, I think the these insights, for example, depends in the time, depends the culture about the country, depends the all situations, and can about compare. I'm thinking all people did a comparison with a celebrity like a rock star. People was is fun about rock music, and other kind of celebrities is common, and because like Elias said, we reach this kind of person and followed in their social media and saw about, watch about movies and TV shows, and our brain just aim this, just aim that look, the aim that haircut, that aim that close to our body.
I remember. I think I don't know the girls Camila, Maristela, and Yasmin use the jacket with like a teddy bear. The clothes tipo o material parece ursinho de pelúcia, aquela jaqueta. Do you wear?
Oh.
É,
I already see it, but I never use it.
But if you think, I don't know exactly who, but this trend from someone famous start using this kind of clothes, and nowadays on my city there is do you know that kind of store very cheaper clothes? Then there is understand there is expensive clothes within this style and cheaper on my city.
It is very strange. Pedrito said about the chocolate cigarette, and I remember about the beer advertisements, and it's pretty huge, this advertisement, because always there is always a beautiful woman on that, a stronger guy, and it's like, oh, it passes a image that you will drink this beer and you will have this life, and it is
Fitness
different.
person, right? Fitness
Yeah, it
person
is.
drinking beer, smoking
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Yeah,
It's
it is. I don't know. It's strange because if you drink a lot of beer, you just have a big belly, and in the advertisement, always is a thin guy, stronger guy. It is, I don't know. It is strange. Um, and for you, Maria, do you want to share something about it?
well, I remember that there is some people that make some surgeries to know with another. I think that here in Brazil we had a guy that want to be the same like Justin Timberlake. I don't remember, and they 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 did a lot of facial. Uh, uh, how can I say this? Os cosméticos, as coisas tudo lá que eles fazem na cabeça, procediments, right? And I don't know, it's stranger, and I think that maybe some these people are people more insecure about uh, themselves, and maybe these people doesn't found themselves yet, and maybe they need to copy someone. But I think that all of you said about these people are rich and successful. Maybe people think that, oh, if I was the same in the looks, maybe I don't know, the money starts to re, to running off the sky. I don't know exactly what these people think, but I think it's sad, because what make us so special, it's our difference, right? Because if everyone was the same, it's I believe that the world maybe will be very boring, Everyone is the same, think the same. I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel that every time people try to um, it shows the same that the others, so it's really bad. And for you, Camila, um, why do you think people often compare themselves to celebrities? And do you have any example of that?
Yes, I guess in Brazil it's more common because when I saw or watched something about celebrities, for example, Ariana Grande, you think if you are young, I guess it's a amazing life. So to travel for all the world, sing and take pictures. So I guess it's about reality. So in Brazil, the most part of people have a reality very poor. So to imagining another life, another way to live, it's a good way to handle it, this real reality. So it's about to dreaming, so a possibility to become a Ariana Grande, for example. And because that, I guess it's about dreamers and try to possibilities. Now, teenagers in Brazil have dreams to become an influencer. So because YouTube, the boom of YouTube, Instagram, so the influencers sell. The reality is not happen at all because I research about some influencers. So exists a blogger person. It's a woman. So it's it's a oh something's happening. She visited some hand place and take pictures about mansions, this huge house, and they follows people and believe she live in this reality. So I guess it's a fake reality, but it's when you have a sad reality or not good reality, it's good to think about another realities. Can you imagine it's more great or beautiful than you? So I guess that's it, the thing about to become amazing. No, amazing. No, it's a dream. It's this reality we watch it or see in the social media or TV shows in general.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like a dream, like, oh, I am poor, I'm living a difficult life, so I will just watch a lot of this person to follow this person because I want the same reality of them. But I think people must still remember that in almost every time, the things that they post is not the same in the reality. So it's difficult. It's a difficult situation, I think. Just to believe and to want to have the same than others. And sometimes the others show just what they want to show, a beautiful, a perfect life. So I think it's difficult. Pedrito, could you choose any question for us and answer that, please?
Let me see. I think the number 8. What are some positive examples of the diversity in built shown in the media? Yes, I think now all companies can realize that they need to expand these standards to all kind of people to reach the new incomes, new people to improve their incomes. And like I think Camila said before about the companies using other kind of people and now is normal, can be normal to the over the years more normal, and but it have some impact in the other side to other people, for example, to more close people, like about TV shows. I think, for example, to mix the genders and the problems about society, they can restrict the public and maybe reach other kind of public, but restrict about the other kind of people. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Pedrito. And for you, Maria.
Well, as I said, I think that when in these days we have more options of what we watch, what we follow, we have a lot of people that are, how can I say, bem resolvida with herself, themselves, and some of these people, it's important. Actually, there, I follow a lot of women different and not so skin that defends a free body and a lot of uh, other things. So I think that is the good side, but you need to search a lot. It's not the trends, the most views, right? You need to. Uh, look for this kind of conteúdo, right? But I think that it's better than before because before our only option is the open TV. So it's just that channels that people, it's more I don't know this word, nichado, assim dizer. So, with the advance of technology and social media, etc., I think it's better. Maybe it's complicated, right? Because it's not so simple. But unless we have these other options, before we don't have this.
Yeah, and I think nowadays the people are more open to show their real bodies and beauties too. I remember now a singer that is called Lizzo, and she's a black and fat girl. And even with the huge pressure that she received of internet, of media, even with it, she not record to made a plastic surgery. So I think nowadays we are having more examples and we can choose more to what show watch. There are more diversity to choose to watch, I think. Thank you, Maria. And for you, Elias.
Yeah, I don't remember any positive example now. But I remember a movie that for me, it's a good representativity of black women. Do you watch the movie? I'm not sure the title in English. The King Woman is
I
it's correct
love
title in English.
it's fantastic.
Very great movie. Uh, that show the history of a tribe in Africa. I recommend, if you don't watch, I recommend you. A great movie. For me, this movie show us, uh, of course, with a little distortion, because it's a movie, but show us as the reality of some African tribes. Then it's not there is not a forced movie. Understand? With no nowadays we talk a lot about creation. I don't know the correct word, but in my opinion, this movie don't have this. It's just a movie with a strong message.
What do you say about, I don't know if there is, let me search here. I don't know if there is a word to compare lacrar in English, but nowadays I hear a lot about, oh, you represent a diversity, so you are trying to make that. And this is really bad because it's like we always see a diversity show, for example, in movies, in series, in musics, like people trying to do that, trying to make a good image. So it's really bad, and I really like this kind of movies, show things of media that shows the reality sometimes, because I think if you show something soft or like that just to sell and to pass a good image, sometimes you are doing wrong, I think. Thank you, Elias. Camila, what do you think about it? Could you think about a good example?
Sorry, I've forgotten the question.
Let me see here.
It is.
I think it's number 8. What are some positive examples of
Oh,
diversity on beauty shown in the media?
yes. I watched the purple color, I guess this name. So exists the second version. It existed the first version. It's 18 and 1918, but now existing one. It was is starting the 2023. So the 100% of the actors and people in the production was black people. So was the first time I watched a movie have one person white. So it's a very specific case. So I know that movies have very diversity, but it's more about black people. It's Run. No, it's Run, the name. I forgotten the name, but it's a director black, and the principal character in this movie was black too. But I forgot the name, sorry. In Portuguese it's Corra, but I know in English it's Run. I guess not. It's another name. But I have some series very interesting. So but I forgot the name. So but it's something very interesting. It's a French series, but I forgot the name, sorry guys. But it's have the principal character, it's a black woman, and have some another, it's a PCD person, it's a deficient person. So, but I forgot the name. But I watch, but it's so small type of this series. The most common, it's sorry, it's the principal, it's a Karen type, white woman. So I started the series like that, but it's hard to find this type of series. But I get this movie, it's an example for we could do see another type of actors, actors, and he have a great job, great work, but it's don't have opportunity to take a principal character because example Viola Davis, it's amazing actress. So he made a very I guess she have the second Oscar in the history for a black woman. So it was about 2019. So it's very recent, about 4 years ago. So I guess that's it. It's about opportunity for diversity people in principal characters, I guess.
Thank you for examples, Camila. Guys, we don't have so much time left, so I will send to you a survey, okay? If you can answer that, is really important to me. It's a anonymous survey, so you can put what do you think about this immersion? What do you think of me as a host? If you can put any feedback, a feedback is really important to me because this helped me to improve my immersions. if you have some idea too, and you can share there. And I think that's it, guys. If you have some time next week, at Friday, 5 p.m., I will be here again. Thank you for coming for this immersion and have a nice weekend.